get my work, I'm a shooter. Shout out to shooters. My brother a mover. Your nigga a loser. Stop all that purple, your niggas be coolin'. I just want me a Ruger, no internet bluff, and I'm not on computers. Try boom, don't want to leave me, you stupid.
I'm Z the server.
It's poppin', it's Jodi, Marley.
And this is the collective.
So today we have two special guests, and this is Jodi and Marley. Dang, I just forgot your whole name. It's Dubahnd. No, it's Dubahnd.
Dubahnd.
See, you know me messing up. It's Dubahnd.
I also thought it was Dubahnd, but I was corrected. So my thing is, how did this come about? How did this happen?
What's going on, y'all? Jodi and Marley, aka Big Dubahnd. This whole thing came about. We a rock duo, hip hop rock duo. I play guitar. We both rap, but you know I play guitar. We both rap, and I started this around like 2017, and it was just literally an idea of, you know, I woke up and I had already been a musician my whole life, mind you, but I literally just woke up, seeing the current state of rap, and you know what I'm saying, doing my thing the way we do, chilling with bro every day. We always, you know, listening to beats, and we'd always been rock in tune. I played acoustic in high school, but just growing up, we used to listen to rock songs on road trips and hip hop. So it was like when it hit, it wasn't even like a second thought. Like I woke up that day, bro, and ever since that day, this is what I do every day. So I mean, like, yeah, it was literally just like that idea when I woke up, 2017, and it was just to go hard with my music again, and it was through the guitar, it was through the sound, and I be saying, you know, the guitar is the sound, I'm the mind, this is the face. We all really the mind, the look, and the sound,
For
the whole thing.
sure.
But we all play a role inside of it, and ever since then, it's been taking off.
What made you want to hop on the train?
I mean, this is my brother, so since I was younger, you know what I'm saying, I've been following this nigga around for real.
Yeah, my god brother.
Yeah,
I'm talking about since
god brother.
I was here, he was here,
Yeah.
and I got another little brother, so that's my blood, it's my god brother. So
Is he part of the band too?
Nah,
Yeah,
it's just my those
security
that's
type
security,
shit.
big guys, you know what I'm saying?
We done kicked bro to the curb.
Nah, we the artists, but it's a team of people behind us. Best believe, you know, YRL is the label. That was the main thing I came up with first. Was the label YRL Young Rock Legends. So it's really YRL Dubahnd, like our government name, but like our nickname Big Dubahnd or Jodi and Marley.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, so you know YRL is the everything. Like that's what we all under. We ain't signing to nothing else. We do some side stuff maybe, but YRL the label. That's what we have with it.
For sure.
So do y'all like? Are y'all glad that y'all different in the sense of since the DMV rap is kind of everybody doing the same thing? Are you glad that y'all are different, or even in that genre? Because there's a couple people out there just like y'all.
For sure.
Nah.
Definitely glad that we different. The main focus is just to try to separate ourselves from everything that's already on the market. Don't get me wrong, I still listen to everything, you know what I'm saying? I listen to all types of music or whatever, but the main focus when we trying to create is just making something that's still where it can get, you know what I'm saying, sold on the market to where everybody else like to hear, but just putting our own twist on it, or like, you know what I'm saying, the rock and roll flair on it, whatever you want.
Yeah, definitely.
For sure.
That's why I feel like you guys stand out at. But my question is more about, you know, the music you put out. So when you first started, it was a lot more rock centric, and I feel like now it's more towards that rap crowd. So how do y'all find the right balance and when to use the guitar and when not to? Because you was heavy on the guitar at first, and now I'm not gonna say you veered away because you still do it, but it's not as much as it was before.
Yeah, the song, I like how you even put that, because a lot of our earlier songs I was gearing it strictly to like the heavier sound for the guitar. We always had like a rap, like a trap set of songs too, but you know, as of right now, I put, you know, the trap and the hip hop sound a little bit more. We have still the heavy guitar songs. We just dropped our song, which is on the album Dragon Breath, and it's back on that same heavy thing. You probably saw it, but it's so much. We dropped heavy. Like the last 3 months, we put out 10 videos.
Yeah,
y'all do work. Yeah, that was through us really just getting our own film crew. Like We got our own camera crew, and I put, you know, my brothers to work. You know, once this kick off, everybody need a job, so we starting early. You know, got the whole team doing something, so we doing that as a focal point. But like you said with the music, the rock is the main thing. I don't stress hard on. We have 3 different sounds, which is the trap, you can call it, which is the heavy rock, and then we make like ballads. We would call them like slower songs, and
that's what I wanted to get to. But
yeah,
we'll
make
get to
slower
that later.
songs, you know, slow songs, the heavy songs, and I just choose when to drop them because right now the attention span isn't focused on, you know, I feel like it's authentic stuff. Right now, people want to see something authentic. People don't care for, you know what I'm saying, the other stuff anymore. And I'm just making sure I stick to what we love. I can't give them something that they're not ready for right now because they're going to get all of that. They're going to get the rock heavy. But we just make sure we covering all lanes right now because that's us. Like, even when we start going heavy, you'll still hear the trap. You'll still hear the love ballads. You'll still hear the heavy records. And that's just keeping, you know, our lanes always open. Like, we ain't never going to stick to one side of music. It's going to definitely be multiple sounds coming out of Dubahnd.
For sure.
Well,
So,
do y'all? Sorry.
go ahead. No,
Nah.
So, do y'all feel like y'all fit in that DMV trap rock culture, or no? Y'all feel like y'all different?
I think the DMV culture is so narrow but spread out at the same time. I say that because like everybody kind of listen to like, you know what I'm saying, the same thing for real, and everything that's popular around here kind of sounds the same. You know what I'm saying, but it's definitely a lot of people around here that have a different way of approaching music. You know what I'm saying, and just like us kind of. So
Yeah, and like the trap rock thing, I've seen a couple people.
for sure.
Like I've seen a couple people that do, you know, something similar to it. It's nothing like this. I'm not gonna lie, because if it was, I would let you know. But it's nothing exactly like this. Like what we're doing is so different in its own because, you know, we're a duo. So you got to be a duo. I mean, I don't care. You can be a single person doing this. It's not this. You got to be a duo. And I mean this.
Yeah.
I appreciate everything that's like if you're a band and you up there and you rapping, that's been done before. Like if there are black bands that have been rapping and have gone to big festivals and put on already for the black culture. But this hasn't been done, especially in our area. A duo, hard on their rap, with good lyrics, good content, and then hard on their, you know, musicianship at the same time. That hasn't been done before. I haven't seen it. With this kind of look to it in the stage presence.
I mean,
I haven't seen
other than Rum DMC,
you know what I'm saying? And like I said, it's a couple really rock influenced guys in the DMV that, you know, I always give credit to. You know, it's a lot of them, but doing this, like really playing the guitar, like really on those power chords, really knowing how to set the tone, you know, I ain't seen that. So I really do appreciate being different. Actually.
How long have you played the guitar?
I started in 9th grade. I was taking acoustic.
You started in 9th grade?
Yeah.
For you guys who don't know, it's really hard to pick up something that late
Yeah.
and be really good at it.
Yeah, and believe it or not, I don't even take pride in being really good because, like a guitarist told me that was teaching me, every guitarist is different, so don't try to mimic anyone, be your own. So what I do on the beat is way different, and what I'm doing live is way different, and you won't really know unless you know, but nah, it's definitely something that I was doing like in 9th grade, stuck with it, fell off it after high school. Like I said, once we realized that this was the way and what we was about to do, I picked it back up instantly and been working with it since then, like, for sure.
So, with Marley, what gives you guys the idea of splitting your albums how you do? Because it's always, if I remember correctly, it's you first, and then Bo. It's Jodi first.
No, it's Jodi
and
first.
then you guys in the in the middle, and then someone ends it off. What gives you guys that idea?
For real, it's just as simple as just how the name is said, Jodi and Marley. So, you know what I'm saying, at the beginning of the track, you got his, the first time we did 4, this time we did 5 at the beginning, so it's just kind of setting the tone, even with like, if you take our voices wise, his voice is kind of like more demanding, so when you get on the track, the first song is kind of like catch your attention, you know what I'm saying, then you bring both of us in, so it's kind of like the introduction,
really
you know what I'm
smart.
saying? Then
Yeah.
my shit
Didn't
must
even
have
think
come
of it like that.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
extremely.
And it's just like it's something we doing with our albums. Like we dropped, we have 3 different collections right now, and it's the We versus Them collection.
We versus them.
We have the Dogtown series that just started this year, and we have the Jodi and Marley thing that we're doing. And we're on Jodi and Marley 2 right now. We're on We versus Them 3. We should probably chill off that for a little bit. I don't think we might do another one. I don't know. But the Jodi and Marley thing just comes from, like you said, just in the future, it's gonna be easy for them to try to split us up. But you can't do that when we already split ourselves up.
Right.
We already gave y'all
Right,
Jodi
yeah,
and Marley. Like
yeah.
we do what people are probably gonna want us to do already without even having to ask them. You're probably not gonna ever get a Jodi album by itself unless we are completely secure with our fans, and our fans want this. Like our fans really want this. Like until the fans demand that, that's not what they get. And this is what we started with. So only time you'll hear a Jodi track is on the Marley album too. He's still on that album. You know what I'm saying? So that's really our thing. But other than that, the Dogtown thing, there's another Dogtown coming. That's really a volume. So Dogtown Volume 2 is coming. Yeah, for sure. And
I mean, I said thank God because Dogtown to me was my favorite series. We versus Them was really good, by the way.
Yeah.
But Dogtown was.
that's actually my favorite album too. And yeah, everything is just gonna keep going up. We got a lot of stuff on the way, bro. A lot of visuals. We gotta hit them where it hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like
Keep coming.
yeah, and this is the perfect time for music. You know, Corona really showed that if you have a passion or a grind, that this is the time where you can expose it the most. Because
people are just sitting at home and they look up.
Exactly. And a lot of people gave up on their grind just to get back to, find a job. But people like us didn't give up. Like we couldn't get people like y'all couldn't give up. You know what I'm saying? Y'all stuck to what y'all know and are still making this happen. So I feel like the flowers are going to shine out of this, through this, for sure, in the music industry.
So speaking of Corona, since you feel like, do you think if Corona didn't happen, y'all would still be grinding as hard as I did now? Or did Corona just give you the light to be like, we got to keep going?
That's crazy.
For sure, we still be going up without Corona. It'll just be more shows, you know what I'm saying, different stuff like that. I think Corona brought it to where we slowed down a little bit. So, like, with the getting our own film crew situation and all that stuff, it made it to where, like, we can bring more stuff in-house, even with recording-wise.
Yeah.
So, I think that was the good part of Corona. The only bad part, for real, to me, is less shows or no shows. So,
Yeah.
But, I mean, even with that, you guys found a way around that. I feel like you guys' grind is probably because nobody know, but is highly underrated. I've done a lot of research, and the fact that you guys travel with your guitar and speaker in the back of the car, you guys going out all the way to Atlanta for shows, you guys still, even with the pandemic, you guys say you slowed down, but even finding shows on the live, like, I really commend the effort. How do you keep going?
Bro, we hungry, and I'm hungry just to see us get to a certain point. Like, I don't know, like I got like a different kind of drive, bro. Like it's different, and I realize that. So that's why I don't really sleep on it. Like you said, we did a show out the city. What was that, like 2 months ago, a month ago? And it was just us out there, plugged up our amp somewhere, and we have been scouting the locations for like a good 2-3 days. They'd tell you, like, I was on it. I'm like, I gotta get out the city. I gotta perform. We gotta show them. And it's just me being hungry just to keep the engine moving. People like my brother always tell me, it's God's timing. So don't force anything. When it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen.
Right.
But I just I'm knowing that the time is now. God is done work now, bro. So we working quick, but we working smart. Everything we do is strategically planned. So like I said, that day we was out the city. I had to scout the location for like 2-3 days. Finally got out there, found a place to plug up, and we just jammed out for like a good, 30 minutes. And it was good because the people got to see that it doesn't stop. And other artists got to see that your grind doesn't have to stop. Many people can't do what we did. Other artists can't just go out there and rap. But we're musicians, so we can get out there and show that, there's still a movement of people trying to pursue something, regardless of this pandemic. Because a lot of people giving up hope on their dreams. They don't think, what's going to happen post-pandemic. People don't know when it's going to end. So people like us are showing that regardless of when it ends, push through because
I feel like a lot of artists are giving up because because Corona, people didn't want to work.
Oh yeah, I'm saying.
So you have like in-house people like y'all have. It's kind of good because it's like now you don't have to worry about somebody being. I'm not gonna use the word scared. Just not being comfortable around you because they don't know what you have. They don't know what you got. So it's good that y'all got people that support y'all and that's willing to just do what you ask them to do.
Yeah, that's major for us. Needing that.
All right, so what also the grind that comes with, if I could word it correctly, it comes with the different venues you get to experience.
Yeah.
You guys have opened up for Rico Nasty before, you guys been to the Eddie Kane show. What are your experiences like that?
It was dope.
Yeah, those shows were kind of like earlier.
Early.
So the way that we approached them were different than the way that we approach shows now. So like the last show that we did before the pandemic or whatever, I think that was one of our best shows because of how we approached it.
Yeah.
And we prepared for it. You know what I'm saying? The Rico Nasty show and the Eddie Kane show, it was more so of like we just trying to get out here and perform. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And we were still practicing back then, but it wasn't nothing. It got so fine tuned. When I tell you, like, if we was able to do that Rico show again, we destroy that crowd. And we did a good job, but like you said, right now we just on a different wave of preparing for shows and making sure people see us a certain way.
But even the energy that you guys bring, I feel like
day one the energy was there. We had more energy. Now it's like more. We know how to control it. We put it out in certain parts of the song, and it's just really, focused on whatever we want people to see or hear. Early, we were just going.
Yeah, I see.
I was still learning how to control the amp for certain venues. How loud it should be. So, like you said, we were just going, and you heard it. Like y'all were just, the energy was there. We were making sure they saw that.
Especially the sharing the mic thing. Like that's artists do not know. That's hard to do.
But a lot of people don't have too much.
And you guys change right on key. Like don't miss a beat and keep rapping along. And even if he don't get it, you got it. Or if you don't got it, he got it. Like, can you explain the teamwork?
That's just about us being brothers for real. And you know what I'm saying? Like I said, we grew up together.
Yeah, and people don't be having two mics, bro.
Yeah,
right.
People don't be having two mics.
We don't. It got to a point where it happened like a few times. And it's like, all right, bro. Like now, if you look at a lot of our live shows, we're throwing them.
Yeah, toss the joint.
Like we're throwing people's mic across the stage. And at first, it was just like, all right, I'm getting tired. I can't even run over there to give it to you. So I started throwing it to him. We play football, so he was catching it. Mm-hmm. And then I'm realizing the crowd was like, whoa. They started liking it. Then now, if y'all got one mic, we'll throw it. So, yeah.
Well, how did that come about, y'all show with Rico Nasty?
Just.
Did she reach out to y'all?
Nah, I'm reaching out to everybody.
That was a really good. You talk about knowing your crowd. That's a really good pick.
Yeah, but Rico got that crowd.
Rico's dope. Like, Rico's super dope. And that early on, I was like really, attracted to her look and what she was doing.
Right.
I was trying to get in her face any way I could. And we didn't even meet her that night. That wasn't really the goal. It was just to
be out there.
So, one day it'll come. But right now we just, working. And that show, we just came through working. All of them come through working and searching and finding people. Like, that's it, bro.
So, as much as you guys do, what's the best city, traveling wise, you've been to?
So far, let me know.
Atlanta.
Atlanta?
Yeah, because Atlanta, they have parties every day out
here. Is it the strip clubs?
Yes, sir.
The strip clubs.
Atlanta is turned, though.
Yeah, just by how they accepted us.
The
they really accepted us early. We got out there not knowing how they would accept us, and we knew that was a place where they were just the mecca of different styles.
Mm-hmm. But with Atlanta, I've been there with my friends, so I noticed like when we like to turn up, and I noticed that nobody was really turned up. But when we do it, they like to see different. Yeah. They do. Yeah. So you doing it, they gonna be like, oh, well, they doing, we can do it too.
Yeah, for sure.
We get out there and they.
Yeah, it's definitely love in Atlanta. We got a couple of folks out there or whatever, so definitely love out there.
What's the dream city?
Cali, for sure.
Cali, Miami, and Vegas, but Mainly Cali.
Ooh, I think Vegas would be a really good crowd.
Yeah, Vegas.
Yeah, I've been told that a lot. People think
It would,
selling
especially-
Vegas made a lot.
For
Y'all
sure.
being different, it would. Because especially, you know, everybody drunk in Vegas. So they hear music, they're going to be like, let's go there.
Yeah. I seen I haven't really seen a lot of artists do that. I know Shabazz went out there. I like Shabazz a lot. Like I seen him, you know, relocate out there, and I just thought that was different for him too, because he's a really different artist. So when I seen him make that move, I was like, see, stuff like that is what sticks out. And, you know, people just got to get in where they know they fit in. You know what I'm saying? And then sometimes go wherever people aren't. Because there ain't a lot of rappers in Vegas from the DMV. So for him to do that, and it was just cool. So like you said, that'd be a good look for us if that happened.
Okay. I'm sorry, not to overpower, but I do want to get to Dogtown.
Yes, sir.
Because I have a feeling I know where Jodi and Marley came from. But where did Dogtown come from? Like, how did that name even resonate with you guys?
Let's see what you got for this question.
Shit, I think it's just the approach on how we attack music, how we attack everything for real. Just on some, you know what I'm saying, dogs,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
That's definitely.
That's definitely the mentality, and then the time, you know what I'm saying, it's just a group of guys, you know what I'm saying, we out here, you know what I'm saying, around the city, so, you know what I'm saying, Dogtown, that's how it came about. Then the music, the sound for it wasn't really like something that we was trying to create, you know what I'm saying, it was just...
Yeah, we found it.
Yeah, found it, he came up with...
it was like one beat,
one song.
Yeah, and then
I put
the engineer behind that song, I mean the producer, I tapped in with him and he just started sending us a lot of beats. So that's how the sound of the tape came. Like he said, it's really just you know, being with your guys, and then like what was that skateboard movie, Lords of Dogtown?
Yeah.
I had like a keynote off that, you know, just something different, and then I don't know, Dubahnd is Dogtown. Dubahnd is Dubahnd World. If you around Dubahnd, it's our world. So you know, that's like a Dogtown place. We trying to get out. Nothing but dogs there.
Okay.
Ready.
Well, speaking of albums, where did who was the them and the we versus them?
We are all them. We are all we. Them is anybody who's ever. Because people think, oh, we versus them. Are you guys like hating on people? I'm like, nah. You are with we.
Right.
We is everybody, and them is anybody who's ever opposed against you. Whether it be, you know, people, the teacher that slept on me. Them is them.
Right.
You know, the man, anybody. You know, a lot of people have different thems.
Right.
But we are all we together. So that's what we versus them comes from. For sure.
I like the psychology behind why y'all do things.
Yeah.
I really
Yeah, I study a
that
lot.
in a way.
I studied a lot of just different, I don't know, different things just from music, just art, and how people release things. And it's based off just prior knowledge or a liking of something else. A lot of the art that we look at, people don't realize it's recycled. The artist had a different idea from something else he saw. Somebody see Pun in TV, and now they want to run with their own little catchphrase because they saw the blue or they saw the red, just how it hit their eye. That's how I am. Something hit my eye, and I'm just like, I can reuse that in the music somehow. So that's
Innovation.
Innovation. Yeah, that's key.
Definitely a good word.
It's like Jodi and Marley y'all real names, or is that just things I came up with?
That's what everybody wants to know, right? No, I mean, Jodi isn't my real name, of course not. But my mom gave me that name, really, like, just through growing up, you know. She was a single mom, and, you know, moms be having their boyfriends, and you seen the movie Baby Boy.
I was thinking in my head, I was like, don't tell me because of Baby Boy.
It was like that early, and I was young, so I didn't know nothing about the movie or what she was even saying. I didn't see the movie till like, I was probably like 15, 16, but I'm like 9, 10.
You really call me this?
On
Call
it.
me Jodi?
I wasn't playing with no dudes in my house, but that's where my name comes from. My boy just the chosen one. Like, I don't know how we even came with that. Like,
At first the shit was Rockstar.
yeah, we just called him Rockstar.
Yeah, and then we leveled it down, you know what I'm saying? That's too long, obviously, right? So just leveled it down to rock, and then the Marley shit, I guess, you know what I'm saying, just the dreads, and then everybody else I've been around is like awesome, like Rockstar, I guess, you know what I'm saying, smoking it, you know what I'm saying? So that's kind of what it is for real. It's not really too much into it for real.
Alright, so the idea of having 2 albums within the same calendar year, why two in the same year?
Foot down.
Yeah, just the attack. It's just putting the foot down for real. Trying to get as much music out as possible.
We got a lot of music,
yeah,
bro.
And it's a lot of music
We
that's not
record
even
a lot.
out. You know what I'm saying? Like we said, we record in-house, so every day niggas waking up and recording.
You guys didn't think about, I saw We Versus Them, you guys remastered. You could have remastered it,
Yeah.
repackaged, and, or
Yeah.
did a
A
deluxe.
lot of that, yeah. I was about to say, we getting into the whole deluxe phase. A lot of artists are doing so. Jodi and Marley 2 is definitely gonna have a deluxe coming out real soon,
Sure.
and that's pretty much what I try to do. Just redo things. People don't know, but Dogtown 2, I'm gonna go ahead and drop the gem on them, man. Dogtown Volume 2 is a whole visual album. Before it even comes out on all platforms, it'll be a visual album.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, it'll be like a 30-minute just visual album, just different takes and stuff. We're working on the whole screenplay of it right now.
Hard.
We're talking about visuals, right? So who is the artistic mind behind the visuals? Because your visuals are a lot of cut scenes, and I haven't
Close-ups.
seen a story from it. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just saying.
No, I get it. I get what you mean.
The videos really is just both of us just putting the concept together for the song, how the song we think it sounds and how it should look.
Yeah, and I think the only time you probably did you see the Blood in My Eyes video? That's probably the only
One,
concept where it was like a story. Other than that, it's just a lot of on-the-go things. Like we'll shoot, just pop up and just shoot.
Right.
And we just want people to realize the authenticness behind us just doing that. We're having fun with this, really. Like we have so much fun just going out of nowhere and just shooting. You know what I'm saying? That's the fun part of it. Other than that, it is going to get into, like you said, a more of a conceptual thing for the video. But right now, we put out so much work coming up with concepts. I am not worried about that. I want just them to see the duo in their face, and they'll get that. They'll get that. They'll get that.
Okay.
Like I said, that visual album.
So do y'all play any other instruments? Or just the guitar, nothing else?
I mean, I can play piano.
Yeah,
But
I don't play nothing though. I'm definitely gonna get with the
Really?
guitar though. Yeah.
You ain't never want to learn?
Yeah, I'm gonna get with the guitar. But my whole thing was just like making sure I'm real like particular on the lyrics, like what I rap about type stuff.
Yeah, that's his instrument.
Yeah, so I be real life like I will sit there and do that for like an hour.
So you like you the guitar and I lyrics. I got this.
So I'm gonna just go ahead and ask the question because it's in almost every song, and it's one common denominator. What is the obsession of fucking somebody's bitch?
Thanks. I'm glad you brought that
What
up.
is the obsession? It's in every song. I'm fucking your bitch. I got your bitch. Like, what is the obsession?
We got all the bitches.
I think it's more so just about the. I think niggas, it's better than saying like big killing nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, you know what I'm saying?
So you picking which one y'all was gonna say?
It's more like the same way of how niggas be saying, yeah, I'm gonna do this, do that, but we just try to make it so like it's not as like vulgar, you know what I'm saying? It's just that, you know what I'm saying? It's still the same, you get hurt the same way, you know what I'm saying?
No, yeah, and then, you know what I'm saying, the rock and roll aspect, you know, rock and roll in the back in the day was like music, it was like chicks, drugs, and all this kind of thing. We've just like revamped it.
For sure.
You know, we could, like you said, we could be talking about a lot worse things, you know, a lot worse. Been through a lot, and we over a lot. So to see that we at this point in our lives of just, well, my life, I ain't never been no killer. I ain't never been no guy like that. But we all was just bad kids, you know what I'm saying, at one point in our life. So to see that we focused and this is the lane, I mean, it is what it is. And I think, you know, the whole thing with the whole chicks thing, that's just, like we said, it's just a hint at the rock and roll thing. It, you know, women, music, and drugs was their thing. Our thing is like women, fashion, and weed, I guess. Like, I mean, I don't know. Like we love the music, and it'll continue to vamp in different lanes of speaking on, I guess, chicks. But right now we just popping our shit, you know, just hopping on these beats, you know what I'm saying? And some of it's a lot of fact, you know. A lot of fact. A lot of fact.
Yeah, that was the thing y'all were doing a lot, and I was like, okay, got it.
My first question would be, who sends the beat to who?
It depends.
Yeah, that's very. It be sometimes he'll pull up with a beat. Sometimes I pull up and have something already done. He just put a verse on it. He has something already done. I put a verse on it. Or we just log in and then find a beat and then do it right there.
Yeah.
So it's a random search.
Yeah,
and
just
you
random.
Yeah, you know, or we got, you know, it's either a random search or a pack. We looking through different packs that we got. But most of the time, like you say, I'll pull up on him. He got one. Well, I got one. The craziest sessions, I think, are when we're like together already, and then we'll find one, and then it's just that look. All right, let's go.
It just comes.
Oh yeah, we get that one.
That's great chemistry.
Man, I tell you, it's crazy.
Yeah. And I guess my second part to that question would be, if you had to, what does reshaping music look like to you guys?
Jodi and Marley.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, go ahead, bro.
Yeah,
Let them know.
okay.
Let them know.
Alright, to me, I think it looks like everybody being different. I think that's what it looks like. Everybody having their own thing, you know what I'm saying? And people not being afraid to show what their thing is, you know what I'm saying? Because they think people not gonna fuck with it or whatever the case may be. I think what makes people like you is just being yourself. You know what I'm saying? Not trying to be like how everybody else sound. Because fuck around, you try to sound like Big Flock, but now everybody think you know what I'm saying? So I think everything is just about being who you are. And that's what will make, you know what I'm saying, everything different.
Yeah, the future, it definitely is just being who you are and being authentic. For me personally, I just feel like the wave of just all that other stuff, or I mean, I don't know what you can call other stuff. It was just like a wave of just like weird rap that came out. And it wasn't even weird to me because I love all music, but you had to classify it as a certain thing. So it was just different. So different, and we're different, but I just think it's a certain path that people were on, and it's kind of over. It has to be authentic if you want to be accepted out here. You know, like I said, Corona gave people just the real life. Like, dude, this is life. Ain't no more time for all that. I don't even want to look at it no more. So that's what I think the future is, just authentic music and just, you know, like I really think the story plays are going to come in, because you see like the Baby and a lot of these artists using like storylines.
Yeah, definitely.
A lot of that's going to come in, but I think we want to tap in something different with Dogtown Volume 2, just it being a visual album, something nobody's done. So yeah, that's going to hit where it hurts.
Well, since y'all are a duo, it's three of us. Zay's not here, but do y'all like argue a lot? I mean, not that we argue a lot, but we have our little moments. So y'all have you ever had those moments?
Not really.
Niggas be late.
Yeah.
That really
Niggas definitely be late, but he my big brother, so for real, it just be, you know what I'm saying? It always been like that, for real. Just,
ain't nothing to really argue about. We gonna argue, but it's gonna be about something worth it.
Yeah.
Like, other than that, bro, we don't really argue.
It don't.
He got the young mind that,
I was about to say that.
you know what I'm saying? We're only 4 years apart, but he's really tapped in on stuff immediately. I'm catching it like 2 days later. So, in an instant to put that all together, that's just me knowing that I ain't nothing really to argue with about, because he has a different outlook on certain things. And I got a different outlook. So I don't be trying to force nothing on him. We already think alike. I can't even say something without him saying the last part of it or starting it. Like, we think just alike. So we really in tune with what we want to do with this music and how we want it to look. So we don't do all that. Y'all got a real natural vibe about y'all. Like, y'all don't have to force anything. I'm gonna be real with y'all. Like, y'all, like I said, it just ain't out here. So you ain't seeing like a dude and a girl sitting next to each other interviewing up and coming artists in the DMV. Y'all can sit here and babble and die. Can't nobody hate, because ain't nobody else doing it. So, you know what I'm saying? Y'all are dope just for even bringing this together, bro. So.
Yeah. Well, I guess I can ask you, have y'all ever actually been in a mosh pit? I guess it's called.
A mosh pit.
Yeah.
In a mosh pit.
I mean, our shows, I haven't been to like no heavy rock show, but I mean, like Go-Go, that's
that's I'm about to say, that's the
Go-Go.
influence for
That was a mosh pit.
Yeah.
So, other than that, like but if you come to our shows, you know what I'm saying, they was going up.
With the with the features, I've really only seen a select few.
Yeah.
So why is there so little, and why not a wide stream of people?
I mean, it's probably two of them. That's
Yeah,
probably what they're
yeah,
thinking.
It's be more so like just to create how fast we create for
Mhm.
real. So it like the Jodi and Marley tape was probably done in like what? It was fast. So
It was like 2 months because we had like a whole nother 15 songs that were for Jodi and Marley.
yeah,
And then out of nowhere, we came up with another new set.
so, right.
So it keeps. I mean,
Everything happens so fast that it's hard to really like.
You don't have
We
time
want
to
to
take
the
time.
next.
Yeah,
Yeah,
nah,
we
and
want to the
just
next so fast.
like people who want to work with us, we do work with,
For sure.
but nobody's really reached out that, you know what I'm saying, I felt like it was like the super perfect match. We've done like maybe 1 or 2 songs with people, and like our main songs come with, you know, our artists,
Yeah,
Bands
bands.
Boys. Like that's really
Okay.
where our
I'm
features
gonna
go.
put a bug in your ear, right?
Yeah.
So you guys cover the rap part. Give what's his name? Breezy?
Oh, yeah,
I forget.
Breezy.
I forget his first name all the time.
Mike Breezy.
Mike Breezy. He's
Look him up.
Okay.
Look him up. He's
Yeah.
in the rock. He's on the rock side.
Like
It's a little.
heavy.
Yeah, it's a little.
Ain't from the DMV. That's what
Yeah,
I'm saying. The
from
DMV.
the
So
DMV.
it be so many dudes that I'm not in tune with that I know are doing like this rock thing, and because it hit. I mean, I told people that rock was about to be the future of music. Also, I said it was coming around. Like
It was
when
the
you were
beginning.
hearing that, when you heard that Uzi song, "I'm a rock star."
Mhm.
When you heard that, that was really the start of it. I mean, and we were already on like 2 years before he made that song. We had this already
That's what
started.
I wanted to say. I wanted to say it sounds like, you know, when you create something new, sometimes you feel like you're early to the party because
Yeah.
nobody's ever done it. I feel like you guys are early to the
Very.
party because it's definitely going to catch on.
Yeah,
But
very,
it's
very.
just a matter of when.
Yeah, I mean, I had like a 5-year plan with this when we started in 2017. It was really like a 5-year plan. I said it just like that, and it was geared towards 2021. Like, and when people hear, they're like, "What?" Like, yeah, like I started this in 2017, and I said, "Bro, I got a 5-year plan of how I want it to look." And I said by 2020, I wanted to be at this point where we have a presence. There are people that know about us. We found our sound, and right now we just making them hits, and knowing that anyone can be that one, any video can be that one. You know, that's what I wanted to be by 2020, just this point. So we hitting all our milestones on the money right now.
So how do you feel about like going about change because change is inevitable.
Yeah.
So how do you know when to find the next sound or not the next wave, because I feel like you guys go against the wave.
Yeah,
I'm
we're
saying-
gonna always do that. For sure.
I'm saying, like, how do you find what's next when you say, oh, we've done that,
Mhm.
and you want to look for something different? How do you know when that happens?
I think the evolution always happens, like, but it don't happen like you know when it happens. You know what I'm saying? Like, even with how we create music, you know what I'm saying? I think that if you listen to the old stuff and then listen to like Jodi Marley too, it's totally different. But
Yeah.
it wasn't just off like us trying to make
Yeah,
different
it was
music.
just it just happens.
It just happens
based on
like that. You know
how
what I'm
the music-
saying?
And it's really
And
in these
experiences and all
these
that.
producers. The producers don't get enough credit. They're the
Yeah,
ones like
yeah,
really ever like changing like the
sound.
the sound
Yeah.
like supremely. So yeah, I think that's where it's going to be headed towards and where it's coming from.
Okay.
So where are you guys from actually in the DMV?
I'm Sea Pleasant.
Yeah, I'm from Upper Marlboro.
Okay.
Right around the corner.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Except for Upper Marlboro. Upper Marlboro is definitely
It's
far as
around the
fuck.
corner.
But
yeah, all of us really like close. And shit.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Upper Marlboro, my calculations wise.
Nah, you right.
Bad
Like,
bitches. Hey, there's a lot of bad bitches over in Wise, so
You right.
you live in the right area.
Yes, sir.
you know,
But yeah, I want to thank you guys for coming on.
what's up, y'all? Young Jodi.
What's poppin'? It's Marley.
Y'all watching Pundit TV.
Yes, sir.